the Queen City of Cincinnati and one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Wildcat is about to kick it away and get this season started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Cincinnati's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Sorsby. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Kentucky! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
The Bearcats line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky. A great catch and run for 6.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Looking to throw. They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. And he'll be brought down. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Cincinnati, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Caldwell. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bearcats! Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Handoff to the lone back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big
catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Inside the 15. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Cincinnati, 7.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. There's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Walker. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's long. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Makes the catch. It's Allen.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Back to throw. It's Sorsby. A strike downfield. Flying down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
He lets one fly deep, pulls it in on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Walker. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. The offense changing the play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it inside the 15. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Kentucky! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Using his legs, it's Walker. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Wide open. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Cincinnati, 14.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sorsby. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be...
He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Law. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Caldwell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They'll go back to the ground.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pryor. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Trying to impose their will with the run. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Kentucky! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 8 over USC. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Turns it on down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Bearcats are marching down the field. Running to the left. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Kentucky. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. They want to throw it. Unloads to the right. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Looking for the score. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Jones to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Pryor. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The running back has it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Jones wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on 1st down. Fires downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. No hesitation. hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. On the run, it's Pryor. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Jones. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's looking deep. He's got it. Tons of room in the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Tennessee is in trouble right now, and that Neyland Stadium crowd is letting them hear it. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on there.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Trying to change now on 2nd and long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Cincinnati, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He'll throw it. It's complete to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's got him this time. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Oh, they're faking it. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Sends it back in motion. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way back from the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Jones wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Go time, baby.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation